Is it time for you to grow up, to grow out of weed, alcohol, smoking, drinking, porn, playing video games, computer games? Good girl, Noani. Come on this walk with me. I'm gonna give you a pep talk. I'm gonna give you some motivation, and I'm gonna share some success stories from my own life and from people that I've observed and from many of the people that I've worked with. So if that sounds good to you, please hit a thumbs up. Please hit a thumbs up. I'm always bringing you content, and what makes my content unique is it's always, pretty much always gonna be outside. You're always gonna hear the birds. You're always gonna see the sun. You're gonna hear the wind. So usually I got the sheep or I got the dog with me. It's a relaxing time. And it's always something positive, and it's always coming from a place of love. So if you want to help grow that channel, then just do what you're doing. Keep coming back around. Keep hitting the thumbs up. Keep leaving your comments. So what I want to share with you is, for those of you who really want to clean up your habits, if you want to become sober and start this next chapter of your life, it can be a hard, difficult thing where you just force yourself to not do it. But for many people, and the people who do it sort of naturally and do it sort of, whether it's conscious or subconscious, whether you have a plan or not, a lot of it comes down to growing out of it. So for instance, in my case, it was like when I turned 30, I thought about what I wanted to do in my 30s. Every year, I review the past year, I review my goals for the next year. Every decade, I review the last decade, I look at goals from the next decade. And it was just time to grow up. My 30s was going to be a time to settle a little bit. It was going to be a time of more mentorship, more of leadership, more of ownership. My 30s would be a time, if I'm going to have kids, this is going to be the time. If I'm going to settle down and settle in, this is the time. 20s was time of experimentation, good times, learning, following, being a mentee. And I'm still doing those things to an extent, but I was just like, yo, if I'm really, it's time to grow up. So what does it mean to grow up? Well, part of growing up is giving up this bullshit, leaving the negative behind, leaving the bad stuff behind, leaving the habits that are holding me back behind. So now is the time where it's like, I don't really think of myself as being like, in the 20s it was fine to be a stoner. Yeah, I'm a stoner, it's cool, I don't care. 30s, it's like, once I'm grown up, I'm an adult. Hey, she's chasing chickens, she's learning. Noani, hard to train when it's in her nature. Noani, hey, stop. Well, we're gonna have to follow. Might need to cut this, depending on how it goes, might need to cut this early. But stay with me here, stay with me as we continue on. Yeah, I was just like, it's time to grow up. This stuff's not cool anymore. It's not cool to stay up anymore. It's not cool to drink anymore. It's not cool to party anymore. What's cool is working on your goals. What's cool is having healthy relationships. What's cool is having strong boundaries. What's cool is drinking a lot of water, eating clean, getting to sleep early, getting up early. What's cool is hustling and making money. What's cool is peace of mind. So, Nolani, come on. Chicken chaser. Yeah, I'm not sure how to handle this exactly. I'm just gonna have to put her back on the leash, I guess. I've got a leash. Stick with me, stay with me. We're gonna keep going. So that's been my success, but that's not just me either. When I see people quit, so much of it is just growing out of things. Of more responsibility comes in, more. You just get older. You just get older and you don't want the same anymore. Okay, let's get her on a leash here. Got the leash in my pocket. Nolani, come here. Come here. Got her on the leash. Got her on the leash. Okay. Let's continue our walk and talk now. Come on, baby. No more chicken chasing. She might not like it, but that's what we need to do. So, it's not hard to quit when you want to quit. The problem so many people have is the not wanting to quit, not being ready to quit, not knowing why to quit, not having a good reason, not having a good motivation, not having models for how to do it, not having the inspiration, not seeing it as a problem, right? So what I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to challenge you and tell you that it's time for you to grow up. It's time for you to grow out of the uncool self-harm of your youth, the trauma of being young. It's time for you to grow up and grow out of these bad habits that are holding you back. It's time, whether you're 30 or whether you're 20 or whether you're 50, it's time to look ahead at this next decade and think about who you need to be. Think about the people who are looking up to you, looking up for you. You got to think about your kids, your future grandkids, the next generation. You got to think about just wanting to improve your finances, being more relaxed, less stressed, a number of things. There's a number of reasons, there's many reasons, and to latch on to those reasons of here's why it's time for me to get better, here's why it's time for me to get help, here's why it's time for me to get healthy, here's why it's time for me to let go of all the stuff that's holding me back. Let's extend her leash here. I'll let her run just a little bit freer. She's about a little less than 4 months, so she hasn't done that much leash training, but we're getting her there. She's growing up. I'm growing up. It's time for you to grow up too. So if you want to be on this journey with us, this journey of growth, this journey of self-development, self-improvement, I've got a course for you. It's free right now. Might not be free forever. I always think about putting a price on it. People get better results when they pay money, but it's free. Link down below. Course on changing your habits, taking control of your life, mastering yourself, growing up. So if that sounds like something you want to do, then click in there. And before you do that though, make sure you thumbs up the video, make sure you comment. Let me know what you think. How do you know, when did you know it was time to grow up? Was it right now? Or was it taking on more responsibility? Was it turning a certain age? Was it having kids? What was it? Okay, I'd love to hear from you. And come on, baby. Yeah, thanks for being here with me as always. I appreciate you. I believe in you. I see so much potential in you and everyone, and it's exciting. It's really exciting. These are exciting times. We have a lot of resources available to us if we choose to use them. More information than ever before. If you just know how to listen, you'll find it. If you just know how to look, you'll discover it. So keep looking, keep listening, keep asking the right questions, and I'm happy to be here with you as always. So once again, have a wonderful week, have a wonderful day. I appreciate you, much love, and talk to you soon. Peace.